Am I the asshole for taking away VIP tickets from my girlfriend to give them to a kid? Updated. I, 20M. Got 3 VIP tickets to see an artist, popular person. Won't be giving a name because I don't want people asking me how I got them. The tickets were really hard to get, and I planned to take my girlfriend, 20F, and cousin, 14F, with me. They're both die-hard fans of this artist, and I like the artist too. I told them both about it separately, and I remember telling my cousin that I had 3 tickets but not who they were for. Turns out my cousin told her best friend, 14F, that she could come with her too because I had an extra ticket. I found out when I found them at an event hosted by her father 2 weeks before the event, and they were just streaming the albums and watching music videos. The best friend was super excited and thanked me very much. They were so happy, and I just couldn't bring myself to look that kid in the eyes and tell her, "No, you can't have it." I knew that the friend had lost her mom and grandma a few months earlier, and I felt like I would be a horrible person for making her lose yet another thing that was important to her. I thought about just letting my girlfriend take them, but my uncle and my mom both agreed absolutely not because they don't know her that well. Okay, that is true. We've only dated for a few months. After my uncle left, my mom said to either take my cousin and her friend or tell the friend she can't come and take my girlfriend instead. It was a very difficult situation, and I didn't want to hurt innocent kids' feelings, so I made a hard decision and told my girlfriend she couldn't come. She was clearly upset but said she wasn't. I had hyped up the whole event for a few weeks and she was so excited. She bought a new outfit, new jewelry, and practiced her makeup and even the things she'd say on the day of the meet. I felt like crap the whole time I was watching her face fall and her trying to pretend it's okay. My family says I did the right thing, and even she said that too. But I feel like trash and I feel like something shifted between me and my girl. Am I the asshole for what I did to my girl? Update. I've read a lot of the replies on my post, and I've finally made my decision. I've felt like an asshole this whole time, and everyone around me told me I wasn't. I needed Reddit and all of you strangers to knock some sense into me, and I did what most of you told me to. I'm taking my girlfriend to the event. My cousin isn't going, and neither is her friend. I'm selling the other ticket, and it's not like someone else isn't dying to have it lol. I'll use the money to buy something extra for my girlfriend too. I talked to my cousin about it. I actually got back from her house a few minutes ago. There was screaming, crying, and her parents were angry too. Long story short, she said she acknowledged that there might have been someone else, but she thought she'd get away with it if she told me about her friend. She really wanted her friend to be happy after the traumatic events of her past, and she saw this as her chance. I told her that I know what she did was with a good intention, but it affected other people by putting all of us in a difficult situation. It also wasn't nice to intentionally play with my feelings after I did something nice for her. I told her that while it was unfortunate that her friend lost people close to her, this was not the way to erase her pain, especially if it inflicts pain on other innocent people. I suggested that if she wants her friend to be happy so badly, then I can take her friend instead, but my cousin wouldn't be getting the ticket. She was angry and told me that in that case, she'd rather have both of them not go. Guess she didn't care all that much about her friend's feelings. Also, she will have to break this news to her friend. I'm going to apologize to my girlfriend soon and give her the ticket. I know she'd do the same for me. Thanks for everything, Reddit. You are the asshole for hyping up the event, having your girlfriend spend all this money on outfits, makeup, and jewelry, and for wasting her time on practicing her makeup and what she will say. It was not your cousin's place to give away your third ticket. The other person's situation is sad, but you already made commitments. You are the asshole. This should have been a teaching moment for your cousin. It was not appropriate for her to invite someone else without permission. Also, if you are inviting someone to an event, make it clear. Children have disappointments in life. That is part of growing up. Adults make adult decisions, and you did not make an adult decision. You need to fix it if you have any long-term plans with your girlfriend. Am I the asshole for telling my brother his son has no home training? I am babysitting my nephew while my brother is out of town. I told my brother to come pick up his son earlier than arranged due to his behavior. He is 14 and he does not clean up after himself. He cannot put his trash in the trash. He will not put his dinner plate in the sink. He got food stains on my white couch and it appears as if he just wiped his hands on my couch despite me telling him not to eat on my white couch. I bought him snacks and told him to only eat one and he ate all of them the same night despite me telling him not to eat that much sugary stuff after dinner. He took a shower and left his wet towel on my white couch while he watched TV instead of hanging it on the door. I told him not to go in my cabinets, closets, or drawers which has personal things to touch anything, and if he needed anything to ask for it, and he went in my stuff. He also attempted to log into my laptop while I was asleep, but it was locked. I asked him if he moved it since it was moved, and he lied and told me no. I told my brother his son has no home training and he acts like he lives in a zoo when he is old enough to know better, and my brother told me that we had an arrangement so he will not come back early, and that maybe I should have kids one day so that I can learn how to be patient and not act like an uptight bitch. Your brother's response shows exactly where your nephew learned his behavior from. Not the asshole. Dad of 3 here. That's normal teenager behavior. It is only normal, however, if they have never been corrected or trained. Your brother is enabling his kid to be a disrespectful slob, and you are absolutely not the asshole. Even if the kid did get away with this at home, and he shouldn't, he should have been raised better to respect other people's homes and privacy. Kid, and dad, brother, are the asshole though. My brother told me that we had an arrangement so he will not come back early, and that maybe I should have kids one day so that I can learn how to be patient and not act like an uptight bitch. #WHOA. You're doing your brother a favor, putting up with his son who clearly has behavioral issues, and he's calling you an uptight bitch? Don't take that from him, op. Not the asshole. AITA. Roommate is furious I got a camera for my bedroom. I 25, F, and my roommate, 23, F, have been arguing for a few days because I got a camera for my bedroom. About a week ago I went on a trip to Florida to help my friend get settled who just moved there. I put a camera up in my room so I could check on things while I'm gone. For context, I live in a horrible neighborhood that has had a few shootings this year, and one was just a few weeks ago. My roommate saw the camera before I left and didn't say anything about it. A few days into my trip I check my camera and see a video of her walking straight into my room and putting the camera down so I can only see the ceiling. I call her and ask why she put it down and if she can put it back up. She hangs up on me and doesn't reply to any of my texts. A few hours later she puts my camera back up. I call her that night and she is mad, saying I was interrupting a work call and that she didn't feel good. I told her I was sorry for interrupting her call, and if she would have told me she was on a work call before she hung up abruptly I wouldn't have been texting her. She also said she was mad I was using a shared camera in my room, which I understood even though she never uses it anyways. So I ordered my own little camera for my room. When it came in the mail she seemed very weird about it and was asking me to tell her if I have it on in my room. I'm starting to think she is doing something in my room when I'm not here because she is so concerned about my camera. I told her I would never put a camera in a shared space and I wouldn't care if she got one in her room, and gave her multiple reasons why I wanted a camera in my room. That night I leave to spend the night at a friend's house, and on my way out she asks me if my camera is up. I tell her yes, and she starts freaking out on me, blowing my phone up with texts and calls asking if it records sound and just being super sketchy. She is trying to turn it around on me, saying I don't trust her and I'm lying about the reasons for my camera. At first the camera had nothing to do with her and it was just to make me feel safer in my own bedroom. But now I am starting to get worried she is doing something in my room, because I don't see why it is this big of a deal since she shouldn't really be in my bedroom anyways. She started saying if I want to move out just to be honest, and calling me a liar and all these horrible things, putting words into my mouth. The camera does not record sound and I told her I would keep my door shut at all times since she is so uncomfortable about it. However, she is still pissed and saying hurtful things to me, as well as talking shit about me to her family and friends. I'm not sure what to do at this point. I honestly didn't really care about having the camera at first, but after seeing her reaction to me having it in my room I feel I really do need it. Am I the asshole? Update. I didn't expect my post to get this much attention and I feel bad there's not much of an update yet, but I will further update you guys when I get this figured out. She did apologize for how she was acting yesterday before I left the house for a doctor's appointment, but I didn't have time to really talk to her about it yet. I'm hoping to get an explanation that can put me at some sort of peace of mind. Thank you guys for the advice, and I put in a few paragraph breaks after reading some of the comments. Not the asshole girl, buy a lock for your door. Not the asshole, by the way, found these behind the camera location flag. I'm going to go with not the asshole because you are only using it for your room and your roommate is acting really sus about it. And the fact that your roommate went into your room just to put it down and put it back up hours later, but gets mad at you for interrupting a work call when she invaded your privacy. Yeah, she's screaming weirdo vibes for sure. Not the asshole. Buy a lock for your bedroom door if you don't already have one and keep it locked every time you're gone. Not the asshole. She has already shown she will enter your room when you are gone, so you are probably right about her doing things in there. I would take it beyond the camera though and get a lock for the door. They are simple to install, just 2 screws. Am I the asshole for going after my sister-in-law after she broke a rule? I'm 24 female, a new mom of a 3-month-old baby girl. My husband, 31 male, and I have rules that my family has to follow. The big rule is no social media rule. I believe in privacy for my daughter. I don't want any photos of my daughter on social media. Especially when I didn't even post photos of her on social media. Don't get me wrong, I taken many photos of her but none are posted on social media. 3 weeks ago, I asked my SIL, 35 female, to babysit my daughter because my grandmother got sick and landed her in the hospital in the next state over. Since there wasn't anyone under 2 years old wasn't allowed on the floor, so I couldn't take my daughter to see her. After a few days, I went on my Facebook and saw my daughter's photo with the caption, "First Facebook photo of my niece, is she adorable?" I saw red. I called her and demanded that she deleted the photo and how she'll never babysit my daughter ever again. My husband and I went home. I picked up my daughter and she told me how dumb it was for having that rule. She told me how I don't love my daughter enough to post about her. We argue and my husband took us home. She made a huge post about she isn't deleting the photo and how horrible I am as a mother. Lastly called me an asshole for yelling at her over a photo. My in-laws are on her side and telling I overreacting. Now my husband is not speaking to his sister. Am I the asshole and overreacted? Edit, update. Since people asked. No, she didn't babysit for free. I paid her $500 to babysit for 3 days. I didn't even finish day 2 before I saw my daughter's photo. I'll admit the stress of my grandmother in the hospital and the anger of her posting my daughter may cause me yelling. My husband got the photo deleted and we cut contact. My SIL has been blowing up our phones ever since the last message. Absolutely not the asshole. She knew it was a rule or she wouldn't have written, "First Facebook photo." This is a common rule, so you are not on your own, she just has no respect. Stand your ground here. Not the asshole. You made the choice as a mother. You can report the picture to Facebook and they will remove it. Oh no, not the asshole. Your SIL is way out of line. I don't know about your other rules, but no pics of my baby on social media is absolutely reasonable. Heck, when my sister gave birth to my nephew, I asked her whether I could show my friends the pic she sent me. There wasn't even a rule, I just knew to ask. And how rude of her to call you a bad mother over this. The audacity. Report that pic to Facebook. If she won't delete it, Facebook will. You are the mother of the child, she has no right whatsoever to post a picture of your baby online.